Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In the last episode we met with, fought with, and vanquished the likes of Team Galactic, who are apparently on a crusade to create their own universe, apparently using some of the energy they siphoned out of the Valley Windworks. Although we didn't stop them in time from getting any sort of energy they might have needed, we did completely drop their commander Mars and her signature Pokemon Perugly, running them out of Floroma Town, and opening our path towards the greener pastures of Eterna City, and our second gym leader, Gardenia. So, with that being said, honestly, our time to get inside Eterna Forest is definitely upon us, and that definitely does mark a giant milestone for us, because, I'm gonna be honest, Eterna Forest is its own beast in itself. So, with that being said, let's get right on into it. Many poison-type Pokemon make Eterna Forest their home, but I didn't buy any antidotes. What should I do? Do I press on, or do I go back? That's a good question, buddy. But, for you, you have Bug-type Pokemon, so you don't really need to worry about that. But here we are, Eterna Forest, as well as a new friendly face. Hello.
Hello. My name is Cheryl. And you are? Okay, so your name is Spooks. I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Spooks, may I ask you a big favor?
What kind of favor?
I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I've heard there's a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. I think there'll be safety in numbers. Please may I go through with you?
Sure, no problem. You decided to go with Cheryl.
I'll keep your Pokemon in perfect health, okay?
Okay, thanks. Let's talk to you real quick.
It's startling to see two wild Pokemon appear at the same time.
Oh, you're just talking about the fact that because we're on a team, we actually run into two Pokemon because two people are going through, and obviously the more feet you have, obviously you're gonna run through more Pokemon, right? But at Eterna Forest, where time stands still. Which is kind of interesting because of the fact that that's usually something, that's kind of, like, based off of Celebi with time and stuff like that. But there's nothing to do with Celebi in this game, so I always think that's weird of a saying for that. But it is actually a pretty cool, small little saying for Eterna Forest. Because, the name is called Eterna, which is, basically eternal, so I always think that's weird, though, that Celebi was never in this game. Still interesting, though. My Pokemon got poisoned and now it can't battle. I know I should have loaded up on antidotes at the Pokemarts. Wait, are you the guy from outside? I just realized that. He basically talks about the same thing. And I think this might be the Eevee Rock, if I remember correctly. Thought that looked familiar. The rock is covered in moss. It feels pleasantly cool. So if we had an Eevee, we could get a Leafeon here. If we wanted to, obviously, use Leafeon. We don't have an Eevee, though, so obviously we can't use any of those type of Pokemon. But it does look like we got ourselves a double battle. We're just out on a power walk. Yeah, sure. What's cool, you might ask? No, I'll tell you anyway. Bug Pokemon. Okay, so you got yourself some Bug Pokemon? Well, because I had a feeling we were going to run into Grass-type Pokemon, I swapped out Weston for Mozart, but it looks like that might not be the best possible outcome for us. Although I just noticed something, the Bug-type trainer has 3 Pokemon, while the person with the Pachirisu... Oh, actually, it's level 14 Pachirisu. I guess that makes sense. But I think we should focus on the Pachirisu. Pachirisu's more dangerous because of the higher level, and Wurmple's really not going to be a problem. Unless, obviously, he could have Poison Sting. But, let's see what, not Gardenia. I don't know why I called her Gardenia. But, let's see what our friend's gonna do here. Because, definitely, confusion can be a thing. And there's a poison. Oof, that's not good. Well, at least it wasn't me that got poisoned. Because I can work around that myself. Because we do have, the ability to get rid of poison. But we do need to deal with the Pachirisu, though. If I can get a decent amount of Fury Cutters built up, we'll be perfectly fine. And thankfully, because she is using Disarming Voice, she actually attacks both of them. Thanks! And also, that's another thing that wasn't in this game when it originally released, was Fairy-type Pokemon didn't exist before. And because Fairy-type are definitely in this game, that's definitely an interesting thought, isn't it? And also, another thing I should note, but let's see here, 17 for Mozart, Weston 19, and 15 for Carmen. Not another level for Nala, but basically every single person got a level, so that's not bad, as well as Bubble Beam. But, as I was saying, I believe this is quite interesting to bring up, because I looked at the spawn rates for the previous routes we were on. I didn't look any further. I just wanted to look at the ones that we've already went through. And apparently the Pokemon spawns are different in this game as well. So that's something to make sure we pay attention to in the near future. And also Water Gun is definitely getting replaced with Bubble Beam. It's literally just an upgrade. But yeah, definitely we need to be careful there, because my spawn knowledge on Pokemon for this game is actually going to be different, because it's not the same. So that's definitely something we should definitely keep in mind whenever we go anywhere, because there might be different Pokemon, because obviously new Pokemon was added to the original roster, because it is every Pokemon that was able to be in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, as well as evolutions that were added afterwards. So there's definitely going to be a little bit more Pokemon than, you know, what normally would be there, as well as new Pokemon that weren't in the original spawning roster of the original game as well. Obviously Pokemon from, you know, the regions before it. So anything like Kanto, Johto, or even Hoenn will definitely be in the roster of, you know, being able to, you know, be a thing that might come into play. So we definitely might have some new stuff pop up that I'm not used to being there, because, you know, first time playing the remake, and honestly, already quite enjoying already, because obviously I love these Pokemon games, so I'll always have fun with them. So no matter what, I'm always going to have fun with them, but definitely interesting to learn that, just in general. The level 18 for Mozart and 17 for Nala. Sing. Sing could be interesting, because Sleep is definitely something we can use to our advantage. But let's see here. Special attack isn't going to work for us. So I kind of want to keep Pound just because we got rid of Pound on our Weston / Piplup, so we should be careful there. But I think we can use Sing. I think it might come in handy, because it's not like Rest where it gives HP back for making them fall asleep. So it could come in handy. It's level 17 for Nala. Don't think any no abilities. But we did get rid of that Beautifly, though. I'm gonna guess we might be facing off for the Dustox. No, we're not. Okay, just a full evolutionary line for Beautifly. Okay, well, that's not too bad. But we do need to be careful, because we did take a lot of damage. But our friend did say she'll heal us up, so we don't need to worry about that one. So, thankfully, any kind of, you know, whatever we could get is definitely still going to be good. You? Oh, me? What'd I do? It bugs me when people ignore the awesome coolness of bug Pokemon. What are you talking about? I just used a bug Pokemon to destroy your whole team. But almost $1,000 for winning. Not bad for a fight. That's definitely good. But, let's take our friend out and hopefully find anything we can possibly run into. I'm quite curious. Let's see what our first Pokemon would be for running around in the grass here. Because obviously, double battles would be what we'd run into. And, Baniri. That's a interesting one. Okay. But yeah, definitely that could be a fun Pokemon to use. And there's our free heal. I don't know why I almost said level. But, yeah, definitely we need to get rid of one of them to be able to actually get any Pokemon. So first is getting rid of at least one of these two. But the thing is because of the fact that Cheryl is going to attack, we do need to be careful. And the fact is although Baniri isn't specifically a fighting type Pokemon, obviously it turns into one with the Mega Evolution, but I don't think Mega Evolution's in this game, so I don't think we have to worry about that. The reason why I say that is because Fairy and Fighting-type Pokemon do not mix well. So, I was going to say that Cheryl could technically one-shot Baneri if it was a Fighting-type. And obviously it wouldn't turn into one until Lopunny anyways, but it's still something to note. Level 16 for Carmen. I think we're getting closer to maybe getting ourselves our Roselia. Because the thing is we need to get Roselia to prepare for Roserade. And then Roserade's a different situation because, well, first is we're technically going to be needing, well, Leafstone, or, no wait, is it Sunstone or Leafstone in this game? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what stone we actually need. But thankfully, it looks like we're going to be able to easily catch... Oh, Life Dew. Interesting. Okay, so Cheryl's got the ability to heal everybody. That's actually nice. Definitely good to have, just because Life Dew, normally, although it's not like a really good healing ability, it definitely does come in handy on earlier like levels for just in general. Okay, I need you to do a little bit of damage here, Cheryl. I'm not doing any damage myself, because if I do damage, we might end up accidentally knocking out the Baneri on accident. Oh, you don't do anything to it. Okay. Well, still case scenario because of the fact that we're using Fury Cutter. But I think we... Yep, there we go. We got it. Might as well catch a Baneri, because I could actually use that. Just because that could actually come in handy. So, you know what? We'll add Baneri to our team. Because, one, me and Rabbids do mix pretty well, as you remember, Score Bunny. And, honestly, I like Baneri. So, welcome to the team. Baneri, the rabbit Pokemon. Normal type, 1 foot 4 inches. About 12 pounds, a little bit over. It slams foes by sharply uncoiling its ears. It stings enough to make a grown-up man, or grown-up cry. I was going to say grown-up man cry, but grown-up in general. I thought it said man after that, that's why I said that. Grown-up cry in pain. Yeah, I can see that. Basically, it's basically a mini kangaroo, so technically, yeah, even if it's a bunny. But, yeah, definitely, with the fact that it's basically the size of a kangaroo, that does make a lot of sense. And we have a male Baneri. So, definitely an interesting conundrum. Trying to think of a name for Baneri, though. So, I think we can go with, you know what? Because, I did bring up Score Bunny, and we did actually use Score Bunny back in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know what? We're gonna go with Bugs. And that's just a reference to, you know, an original Pokemon we had back in the old days. Just because, you know, it's nice to look back for nostalgia reasons. Plus, we don't use that name very often, so I think it's pretty good. When a trainer and Pokemon bond is one, wondrous power is born. I think it's smarter to talk to this guy, because I think we get out of, a double battle for doing this. So we should get a little bit more experience, I think as well. So this might be smart. Although it's, you know, we're gonna have to do 2 battles. It might actually save us some time here, because, one, I don't have to worry about Cheryl doing anything stupid with the with her whatever move she ends up using. She has, you know, Life Dew and some other stuff, and, you know, Tail Whip, so she has a 50% chance of doing something that might not help us. But, sorry buddy, but down you go. And all you got is to say is, 800 Pokédollars is not bad either. Okay, cool. I wonder. I'm gonna say probably about 1,600. I see it. I see you going down in defeat. Sorry, but, now that your buddy's out of the way, I think that's not gonna be the case. Unless you also have an Abra. You do have an Abra. Not sure how you thought you were gonna win. You might have Charge Beam, like the ones in the trainer school, but, yeah, I'm sorry. Bug-type and, Psychic-type Pokemon do not mix well. And especially with the fact that, you know, it's not a weakened Bug-type Pokemon anymore. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Sorry, though. Down both of you go. I thought that would have gone, I thought that wait, what? Okay, that's really weird. Okay, it is IFATs have gone down in defeat. Okay, that was... I thought it looked weird in how it was said, and I was right. About 1,600. Cool. But 780 Pokédollars for winning, and down goes both the Psychics. But yeah, that was a weird way of... Okay, I would... Yeah, because they said that so weird, I got confused on if I was saying that right, and nope, they were actually saying that just weird. Huh. Okay, we can either go towards the Bug-type Pokemon trainers over here, or we can go through the grass here to fight some Silicoons. Might as well go through the trainers, right? No reason not to, right? Because it is a Bug-type Pokemon, so it should be easy, and it's probably going to be Silicoon anyways. But, oh, probably should have just ran through the battle normally. My senses tingle. I've spotted a rare Pokemon. Rare Pokemon? Really? What kind of rare Pokemon? Well, obviously you have Bug-type Pokemon, but what kind of... Oh, Burmy. That's not really rare. That's something you can find inside one of the honey trees. So, yes and no. But, sure. Yeah, we can go with that. Although, I think he technically is a Grass-type Pokemon. No, he isn't. He's Bug-type. Because the only reason why I thought that is because of the fact of, how the Burmies work. They change their typing, if I remember correctly. I believe one's Bug Grass, one's Bug Steel, and then that one's apparently just Bug type. But definitely something to obviously be careful about, because you never honestly know, but he's using Kricketune. So, let's go with Weston here. I'm going to say that just because of the fact that we can use the weakness here to our advantage. Since, well, let's be honest here, Peck is definitely going to be doing good on a Kricketune. So, yeah, sorry not sorry, but here you go. Couple bites to the head there, Kricketune, and Fury Cutter. Oh, you also have Fury Cutter. Good move for Kricketune, honestly, especially in the fact that he's no longer weakened. Since, honestly, if you don't weaken a Pokemon, they actually can be used, which is something I never really understood with the original Bug-type Pokemon. I really don't understand that, why they were as weak as they were. Level 19 for Mozart, definitely good for us. And then down goes Donald. Sorry, Donald, but we're gonna be ducking right out of here. Okay. Wah, indeed. 500 Pokédollars. Okay, then. Well, let's get rid of your buddy, since I have to fight him anyways. But I think he said it's time for a Swarm, I think. I accidentally skipped through what he was saying, because I didn't expect it to spawn up that fast. But Wurmple. Wurmple could be a problem. But the thing is because you have 3 Pokemon, are you going to have the opposites of what the Beautifly trainer had? And if that is the case, wouldn't that definitely be a Dustox user? So, let's see. Depends on what he throws out next, if it's true. But that would be cool, though. Bugs is now level 13. Cool. And what do you got? You have Dustox. Okay, cool. So, I was right. I was gonna say, are we gonna run into a Dustox user? And we definitely did. Okay, so you are Bug Poison type. So, Fury Cutter is, well, not very effective, but it still did a lot of damage anyways. So it doesn't even matter. The next one's gonna get them anyways, but geez, that crit is lucky because of the fact that it is not very effective. But we got 3 Fury Cutters in already, meaning whatever Cascoon wants to do is definitely not gonna have a fun outcome for sure. But level 20 for Weston, 18 for Nala, and 17 for Carmen. Definitely some good levels for sure. And hopefully, in due time, we'll definitely get ourselves a Roselia. But Spark. Let's see here, 40. Okay, so yeah, good. So anything physical is what we want to have. Leer isn't really going to be helpful. To be honest, we could use Sword Stance and it would be better than using Leer. So I think Spark would be better in that situation. Level 17 for Carmen. Still no moves for Carmen, but still good levels nonetheless. But here we go, Cascoon. I'm sorry, your bud, but I think the fourth time on the fourth time on the Fury Cutter is not going to be anything that Cascoon can deal with. If the Dustox went down in 3 hits, I don't think your Cascoon's gonna live in 1. But, whoa. Okay, whoa indeed. But 468 Pokédollars, not bad. Definitely usable. But, let's definitely continue our little journey here. And I see a Pokeball over here, so we should probably grab that. Because sometimes that can be some good things for us. But sometimes at the same time, it definitely might not work at the same time. But, Silicune and Wurmple, we don't really need to worry about those two. Just because, obviously, don't need a Bug-type Pokemon, so we can actually probably use our Repel here, actually. Because I don't think there's going to be anything else other than Wurmple, Silicune, Cascoon, and then, Baneri. And since we already found Baneri, that's the only thing that, we would really want to use. Obviously, we already have one, so we don't need to worry. So we might be able to use a Repel here to get a little bit of freedom from wild Pokemon. With trainer tips, in forested caves, there are many items on the ground that can't be seen in the murky darkness. Take the time to search carefully. That is true. Definitely true. I'm going to take a look around here, though. Looks like we could skip through the Psychics over here. Might as well, since we did do a couple extra fights because we did them, different than you normally should. So we'll skip one of them just because we can. But let's definitely take ourselves another jar of honey. Oh, cool. We got one for the one we wasted. Thanks. I'll definitely take that. Another cut area over here, but we can't go over there until we get our next HM. So, can't use that yet. But it looks like we might be splitting off from Cheryl now, because this is, I think, pretty much the exit of Eterna Forest already.
Oh, there's the exit. I'm so relieved. We finally got here. I would never been able to get through this by myself. Thank you so much, Spooks.
No problem. See you later, Cheryl. But, with that being said, we'll leave this nice little cutting tree over here in the distance, and obviously we'll definitely check it out whenever we do get the HM. But now that we're back on to the normal routes, and we're out of Eterna Forest, we can actually take the Repel off now, just because of the fact that, well, we're not going to really need it as much now, because, well, let's be honest here, the Pokemon are going to be, the same Pokemon every time, because I think Wurmple has a really, really high spawn rate in Eterna Forest, so let's be honest here, we're going to run into a bunch of Wurmples if we really were to, run through there normally. But 205, Eterna City over there, bunch of fishermen over here. We could fight one of them. You know what, we might do that. Also, I want to see if there's a secret item. Nope. We're the shot, honestly. And actually, if we go over this way, this would be the other side, right? Yep. So the route that we just came from is literally right past those little trees right there. But if we were to fight any of these fishermen, let's go with... You know what? I might actually swap my Pokemon, though. Because the thing is because they're fishermen, Bugs actually, or not Bugs, Carmen can actually do something here. So let's get some free experience for Carmen, because this is going to be the best way of getting experience, because, well, because it is a baby-type Pokemon, it is definitely going to need a little bit more help. But nothing's biting, so I could use a break, I suppose. Okay, Mr. Fisherman. Well, let's see what you got here, because obviously we don't have to fight every single one. But what has he got? Oh. Don't tell me he has 6 Magikarp. Ooh, that was an interesting way to throw a Pokeball. I like that. But, of course, it's 6 Magikarps, isn't it? Well, thankfully we're Grass-type, so... Yep, we definitely one-shot him. Okay, good. Although, Magikarp doesn't give much experience. Unless it... Yeah, 48 experience is not bad for a level 17 Budew, so it's still good. And also, because of the fact that we're fighting so many Pokemon, we might be getting a bunch of friendship points as well. So, honestly, whatever we can get, honestly. So, we'll definitely take that. Because, definitely, with the fact that we don't throw out Carmen very often, and technically this is the first time we've actually battled with Carmen, we do need to be getting as much friendship points as we possibly can, since we don't have the little bell item that we could more than likely use at this point, just because that would definitely come in handy, the Soothe Bell. But sadly, because we don't have it yet, we're not getting any of that extra bonus friendship points that we could use, but may not need that, depending on how everything goes. Because the thing is all we need to do is to get enough friendship points for one, and then get a level. And then we'll get our Roselia out of it. But other than that, it's really up to, when we get those amount of points, because you can't actually see it. Actually, no, there is a way to see friendship, but you can't see the exact amount. But I'm pretty sure there is somebody you can talk to that says how friendly your Pokemon is. And actually, I think they give you a badge too in the game. Or do they still do badges in Diamond and Pearl? I'm trying to think, because you don't really see badges nowadays in the newer Pokemon games. So I'm trying to think if there is one. I think there is, because of the contests. So technically this would be like one of the last games with the badges that are like more common to get. But definitely, I don't know if the happiness badge is in this game. That's a good question. Oh well, I should have been a little more serious about this. You didn't really need to. You were using Magikarp, so I was definitely not taking it as a serious fight. The 600 Pokédollars, we'll definitely take that. But, cool. Carmen got a little bit of free stuff out of that, so I'll definitely take it. I'm gonna say probably all the other fishermen are using, let's be honest here, they're more than likely using all Magikarp, so maybe we should leave them alone, just in case. But Eterna City, History Living. Okay, History Living. And Team Galactic runs. Hello. Hey you. Yeah, you trainer. It's okay. Never mind. You look tough. I won't take, I'll just let you keep your Pokemon. Carry on. Yeah, try me. You try to take my Pokemon, you're gonna get literally, taken down to the floor, bud. Sorry. But, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, my Pokemon would probably wipe you. So, yeah, I'd like to see you try. But we'll definitely take ourselves a nice little heal, though. Just because going through Eterna Forest, as well as all the absorbs we used, we definitely want to get back to just to a clean slate. But Rad Rickshaw's Cycle Shop, get on and ride. Well, they did say we needed a bicycle back when we were back in Oreburg for Barry, but nobody's in here though, so we can't get one. The manager's gone off to Team Galactic's building and hasn't returned. I wonder what's holding him up. Good question there, bud. Good question indeed. But because we are in Eterna City, let's see if we can go head over to where Barry is more than likely beating us to. But let's see if we can actually go inside the gym. Eterna City Pokemon Gym. Gym Leader Gardenia. Master of Vivid Plant Pokemon. Vivid Plant Pokemon, you say? Well, let's make our way inside the gym. And looks like Barry's not waiting for us here. Although Gardenia definitely is. But let's see her.
Hey there. How's it going, Champ B? Actually, that's what I was said to some boy who zipped in here earlier, too. The gym leader, Gardenia, is a user of Grass-type Pokemon. It should be obvious, but Grass-type Pokemon really hate fire. Oh, wait a second. I should tell you about the gym itself first.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, but good to know. Well, we don't have any Fire-type Pokemon, because we didn't start with Chimchar, but that might not be a problem. Because we do have Kricketune. So, Kricketune good against Grass-type Pokemon, because it's Bug-type. And, well, if you're wondering the reason, think of vegetables and think of bugs. Bugs eat vegetables. There you go. But, yeah, definitely good for us that we do have the Kricketune, though. Because we don't have Flying type, and we don't have much other typings that are good against Grass types. But we do have our Peck on our Piplup for Weston, as well as, obviously, Kricketune or Mozart. So, definitely in good standards, nonetheless.
You can't challenge Gym Leader till you find and beat all the gym trainers who have, hidden themselves. It's a bit challenging, but just think of it as a good training and go for it.
Okay, good training indeed. Hello, Gardenia, because that's definitely you. we've already seen our little badge, collection. So obviously we're gonna know what every single character is. Obviously I'll know it, but for anybody that's been paying attention with everything, I opened up the little badge container after we got it, our first gym leader. So definitely, here we go, Gardenia.
At my gym, no one gets to battle with the gym leader me until they've beaten all of the other trainers. I'll be waiting for you in the back. Good luck, trainer.
Okay, or challenger, but trainer also works. But here we go. Good ol' Gardenia's gym. It is definitely going to be a questionable experience because of the grass type, because we do have Piplup. Let me make sure that Mozart is still on top. No, he's not. Okay. Let's be safe here, because of the fact that we do only really have one Pokemon that's really supposed to be good here. But we definitely need to find all the trainers first. And it looks like none over here at the current moment. But I think I saw one when it first spawned us in here. Over here. I think I saw their head for a second. And let's go get you. And get the first one out of the way. How did you know where to find me? Let's have our battle. Okay, let's have our battle indeed. So, because you are a grass type, what are you going to be using here? I'm going to say maybe a Budew, because that would make sense, but you have Cherubi. Okay. Definitely an interesting start. Okay, so Cherubi. I think you can find it in the grass, but I also think it's another one of the honey-based Pokemon that's primarily you would find it in a tree. But the thing is because of the spawns are different than the original, that might not be the case anymore. But level 14 for bugs, we'll definitely take that. And get ourselves closer to a level, or, well, evolving bugs, but that's going to be a while. But it's Roselia, ooh. There we go. We get to see Carmen's evolution. Obviously, it's a Pokemon that's been in the game for a long time, but definitely good to just see it in general, just to see what we're going to be getting ourselves into in the near future. But sorry, but Fury Cutter and Bug-type Pokemon are definitely something that won't mix well for them. But level 20 for Mozart, and we got 3 HP for that. That's actually not too bad, actually. Down goes Lady Carolyn. I was going to beat you while you were still in a state of shock. Okay. I wasn't in shock at all, but okay. 550 Pokédollars for winning. Not bad. Definitely some decents. Okay, next trainer is at the end. Past 2 boulders, I think. 2 boulders. Well, I didn't see any boulders on the other side, so I'm guessing, yeah, it's gotta be over here. Let's get our way through here, and yep, there they are. My grass-type Pokemon can dole out some serious special attacks. I won't let you win easily. Well, I wasn't really expecting to win easily, but, you know what? I probably should have. But Aroma Lady Jenna. Okay, what do you got, Jenna? Budew. Okay. Well, that's really easy, because, well, that just gives me a free Fury Cutter to work with for the very beginning of the fights. But it is a level 14 Budew, so it's not the worst case scenario, because you actually survived. But we did get Stun Spored, so now we're going to be slower no matter what happens here. If we had a Quick Claw, maybe it would be a different situation. But, oh, you have Rest. You're using Rest on a baby-type Pokemon. That is, not the smartest idea. But I applaud your efforts. And of course, we got paralyzed anyways. That's unfortunate. But because it is sleeping, it can't attack. So, we definitely can, of course. Paralysis is definitely something that depends on the roll that you get. And jeez. Wow. Okay, paralysis is really bad in this game. Unless I'm getting, like, really, really bad rolls, but geez, I don't remember it being that bad. Wow, okay. I'm gonna try one more time. If I don't attack, I need to be very careful of paralysis in the later future. This is just to learn, how bad it is. But geez, 4 paralysis before I even got to attack. That's kind of scary, actually. But level 18 for Carmen, we'll take that. And what do you got for us? Another Budew, of course you do. Let me guess, well, the thing is if I unparalyze myself, I might get paralyzed again anyways. But we did get another Fury Cutter in. Okay, so we might have kind of broken out of the rotation of paralysis. for a little bit. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Four paralysis back to back is not good. I think it's 50-50. So it should be half and half, but yeah, being 4 times in a row is a little much, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, that's definitely a bad, like, coin toss for sure. Another 2. That's actually quite interesting. I don't want to use a paralysis berry though, because if I use a cherry berry, I might end up getting... Really? The one tag that would have hit ends up getting avoided. That's messed up. But there we go. Okay, there we go. And you survived. Huh? Wait, what? Of course you did. I thought the Fury Cutter would be, like, you know, charged up enough, but maybe Fury Cutter doesn't work in the way that I thought it did. Maybe it only charges up as long as you actually get it to hit, but it is a higher level, so maybe that's not the case. Oh, and it has Sleep Talk. Okay, so that's why it has Rest. So, there you go. And, yep, if I would have went for the Cherry Berry, they would have tried to paralyze me anyways. So, good thing I didn't do that, because... yeah, that's not going to be the best one to use a cherry berry on. The more beautiful a flower, the faster it withers. That's actually kind of true, isn't it? Huh. Didn't think about it that way, but yeah, that's kind of true. But $800 for winning, and as well as a kind of depressing way of thinking. Oh, that's right, a hint about the next trainer in the middle of the 3 trees. That's it for my hint. Good luck. At the middle of 3 trees, you say? Well, this is technically 3 trees, but they're going to be in the right side, because I don't think there would be, obviously, 3 trainers on the left side before there's 1 on the right side. And there we go. We already found them. But before we go straight into that one, let's be smart here, and let's actually use a cherry berry, because Mozart is not feeling very well at the moment, and I don't want to be paralyzed for 4 turns again. But let's see here. Even when you try to conceal it, you can't hide the aroma of flowers. Yes and no. But sure. That's technically not true, but what do you got for us, Angela? Ooh, Turtwig. Well, there we go. We got Barry's starter here. Actually, kind of interesting for a gym leader to have Turtwig. Or, not gym leader, but, you know, gym trainer in general. Just to see, you know, a starter-type Pokemon on another person is not actually common. So, definitely, thankfully, Turtwig's not going to be too dangerous, but Bullet Seed, on the other hand, could actually be kind of dangerous if it gets multiple crits. Like the second one that hit us there, definitely hit like a truck for a second. But sorry, Turtwig, but you gotta go down, bud. No more of that. But down you go, Angela, and down goes another trainer. Now at level 19, 15 bugs, not bad. Okay, we'll take any levels we can get, though, because all the extra stats is definitely going to come in handy. Just like your inability to conceal your abundant skill, 816 Poke, and we'll take it. What's our next hint? Your next opponent is beside 4 flowers. 4 flowers. Oh, I already see them. They're not even hiding. We can see their feet from back there. Okay, well, let's go see them. Hello. What you doing hiding over here? You found me. Of course, I'll battle ya. Okay, so what you got for us? So since you weren't too hard to find, Beauty and Lindsay, what do you got for us? Oh, Roselia. Okay, that could be interesting. Because the thing is with Roselia, it can learn a bunch of status moves. So it is something we should be careful around, just in case. And yep, there it is, there's Toxic. Thankfully, Toxic is better to be hit by than, you know, Paralysis. So I'll take Poison. Poison's not going to be too much of a problem, because we shouldn't be in the fight for too long. Because that's the only way that Poison's actually bad, is when you're in a long fight. Or if you're already poisoned beforehand and you go into a fight. So, we're definitely in a good situation when it comes to Poison at the current moment. But if it was a longer fight, then yeah, it's going to be a problem. But level 21 for Mozart, not bad. Actually, Mozart's a higher level than Weston now. That's interesting. But I think bug types get faster levels too. So, makes sense. Boo, look, you beat me. You got almost $1,300 for winning. Thanks. Okay, I'll take that. There's only our gym leader left. Go on. Don't be afraid. Yep, there's Gardenia. Okay, because we did get hit by poison, and we did kind of lose a lot of our power points on just our Fury Cutter in general, I think we should probably heal, though, first. And then we'll jump right into Gardenia, because it is smart to be prepared, obviously. And, well, like I said before, our real only counters to Gardenia's Pokemon is our Piplup, or Prinplup, with the fact that, Peck. But the thing is we're technically countered already because it's a Water-type Pokemon against Grass-type. But Kricketune is literally our only counter, so Mozart's definitely going to need to be healthy before we get into that fight. And with the fact that, it's a gym leader, she's definitely going to have something up her sleeve no matter what. So we should be careful, just in case. So, let's go see how Gardenia's doing, and challenge her for a battle. Okay, what you got first, Gardenia? So, here we go.
You kept me waiting. I'm Eterna's gym leader, Gardenia, the Grass-type master. When I first saw you, I was convinced you'd find your way to me. My hunch was right, on the money. You have a winning aura about you. So anyways, this will be fun. Let's have our battle now.
Okay, here we go. Good old Gardenia. Okay. I actually don't remember her signature Pokemon. Because I think I might remember it, but I'm not going to bring it up just because I don't want to spoil somebody in case this is their first time looking at these games. So, but I think I do remember it, because I think it's obvious who it is, because it's going to be a Pokemon that's from Diamond and Pearl, and obviously a Grass-type Pokemon, so it's going to be something specifically from this game. So definitely should be pretty obvious what Pokemon it is now that I think about it. But let's definitely... Oh, you're wasting your Super Potion. Okay, I'll take it. That's free for us. Also, you're level 19. I just realized that. But, sorry Truby, but, second Fury Cutter is definitely gonna get you if the first one didn't. Sorry though, but level 21 for Weston, good. Okay, cool. Now they're back on the same level again. Okay, Turtwig. Okay. Another starter Pokemon. Thankfully, Turtwig's not too bad of a problem, since obviously we can deal with him. And plus, he's more of a tanky Pokemon, and never mind, third Fury Cutter was enough to completely slash through his defenses. But normally he is definitely more tanky. But here we go, Roserade. Okay. So I was wrong, I thought it was Cherim.
It's not the end yet.
Yep, it definitely isn't. But here we go, Roserade. This is definitely going to be a little bit more of a scarier fight, because Roserade, final evolution, poison type, as well as a grass type. So yeah, definitely can be kind of scary. Grass knots. Isn't that based on weights? Mozart's not very heavy, so although that did still do a decent amount of damage, but you are level 22 and geez, a crits. Down goes Roserade. Sorry Gardenia, but game over. Wow, okay, then I wasn't expecting the crits. I think that definitely won Mozart that fight. I think Mozart would have went down next turn no matter what if we did get that crits. So, jeez. Mozart, you did it. You just completely floored this gym. But level 22 for Mozart, 20 for Nala, Carmen's down 19, and Bugs is 16. No level for Weston, but still pretty decent. Focus Energy. Actually, Focus Energy is actually good. And the reason why it is because it doesn't tell you what it does. Well, nowadays it does, but Focus Energy is actually quite good if you have a Pokemon that's kind of common on critting, which I think Kricketune can learn a crit move. I think it can learn Slash, but the thing is because we don't have Slash yet, it doesn't come in handy yet, but it definitely comes in handy, for sure. Banala's level 20. Don't think any moves. Yeah, no new moves. No moves for Carmen either, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And no moves for Bugs. Nope. We got a move. We got Quick Attack. Okay, cool. We definitely at least got something. But let's see here. After you is definitely not going to come in handy. So let's just get rid of that now, so we don't need to worry about it. Because, yeah, after you is not going to come very handy, just because of how it works.
Oh, amazing. You're very good, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we're pretty decent. 3,000 Poké-Dollars for winning. Pretty decent. Cool. a lot of money to work with.
I might have said it before, but you're really tough. Wasn't it hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good?
Not really. I haven't done any training outside of, the episodes we've done, so not really, no. But sure.
I guess it's a measure of how much you love your Pokemon. In recognition of that, I proudly grant you this.
What are you gonna give us? Our nice next gym badge, obviously. We'll definitely take it. You received the Forest Badge from Gardenia, and we'll definitely take it for advantage, because now that we have the second gym badge, we're definitely going to have a little bit more we can do now, because now we can use cuts.
With the Forest Badge, the hidden move cuts will be available from your Pokécatch. Now that you have 2 gym badges, all the Pokemon you received in trades will obey. You up to level 30, of course. I've also got something else for you. These are a gift from me.
I'm going to guess probably her TM is going to be Grass Knot, just because she did use it. And that's not a normal move your Pokemon can learn. So I'm going to guess that's probably what she's going to give us after this, but that's what I thought she was giving us now, to be honest. But you obtained the stickers that Gardenia uses. Also, you obtained TM86s. Let's see here, is it Grass Knot? Because I'm pretty sure that would be hers. Yep, makes sense.
Each TM86 contains Grass Knot. It's one of my favorite moves.
Technically good if you're using it on a heavy Pokemon, though.
The heavier the opposing Pokemon, the more damage this move will cause.
Yep, that is definitely true. Anything else?
Yep. If there's one thing I could tell you about it is this. You and your Pokemon are gonna get even tougher, and I mean seriously.
Thanks, Gardenia. Let's go make our way on out of here. So now that we have our second gym out of our way, now we gotta probably worry about Team Galactic now. Just because, yeah, they're definitely gonna be a thorn in our side for sure. As well as, obviously, the bike. Because the bike shop owner is inside wherever they are at the current moments. So we definitely do need to be dealing with them. Underground Man's House. Digging down for adventure. Digging down for adventure? Oh yeah, the cave thing in this game. Are we getting that right now? Let's dig up some treasure. I'm from Warburg. I work at the mining museum. Oh, you're the guy from you're the fossil guy? I got advice from the underground man on digging up fossils and spheres. Before I get digging, let me share his advice with you. While you're digging, you may uncover dark rocks. They are very hard. If you keep hitting them, the wall will collapse. Keep that in mind, and you'll be digging treasures up in no time. Okay. I didn't get anything to do that. Oh, Underground Man. Okay, here we go. I am the first one to have started digging out in the Grand Underground. You can call me the Underground Man. Everyone else does. I'll make a gift of this to you. You hold, up your end of the deal and put it to good use. You obtained a Explorer kit. Ooh, cool. We'll definitely check out the Grand Underground, because that is a major thing for Diamond and Pearl. Don't know how it's going to be in this game, because obviously it's a remade version, so it might very well be very different, but we'll definitely take a look, because there's literally no reason not to, right? So cool, I'll take it. The Explorer's Kit. Use Explorer Kit from your bag key items pocket to visit the Grand Underground. Okay, cool. Let me mentor you as before you become a full-fledged spelunker. Just follow my lead. Okay, we'll follow you on outside, it seems. We'll definitely go check out this Grand Underground, because I'm gonna be honest, Grand Underground in the original game was pretty cool, so if it's anything like the original, it's definitely gonna be pretty fun. First, go to the Grand Underground. Going underground is quite easy. Simply use your Explorer Kit. Okay? It can't be used indoors or in a cave. I'm not sure on the cave how that makes no sense on the cave, but I guess you could cause a cave in, I guess. But, yeah, indoors makes a lot of sense. But now that I think about it for the cave, I made sense for it for myself. Now I'll give it a try. Okay, well, let's try out our new Explorer's kits. So, use this item. Oh, he's using it for me. I thought I was using it. Okay. Oh, hey, Rourke. Long time no see, bud.
Huh, hey, Spooks. This is your first time here. Welcome to Sinnoh's Grand Underground. This is a network of tunnels, caves, and caverns, lying beneath Sinnoh. Huh? What am I doing in this expansive place? That's kind of hard to answer. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want down here.
Pretty true. But what's with the question marks, actually? I just realized that.
For instance, you dig up fossils, treasures, or you make your own secret base.
That's one thing I remember, making secret bases. Although I don't think it's going to be the same in this game, but I think I see places where we can mine, though. The little orange guys, I think, are the mining areas. Although I'm not sure about the question marks, though.
Huh. You should talk to your underground man in the Eternal City to learn more. Why is the way to go back to the surface? Remember, why? I have to get going now. I'll see you later.
Okay, why Veltol to go up. Got it. Okay, so one thing I do remember doing inside these caves back in the old day, actually because I'm more than likely going to use the top left for my camera, I'm going to, oh, that's, okay, I thought I was going to make it big, like, you know, more bigger for you guys, but no, that doesn't do that. Okay, so I'll just have to remember to move my camera for a second. But, as you can see, we have the little areas, like the little gem areas here for, like, the oranges. So, let's definitely try digging into the wall. The wall is bulging slightly. Would you like to try digging into it? Yep, I definitely would. So how's this gonna work? Oh, it's basically the same. Okay. Oh, there's a note tucked inside the Explorer's kits. Digging for fossils. I put a sledgehammer and pickaxe in your Explorer kits. Use them, and you'll be able to dig out all sorts of stuff from the walls. Before the wall comes tumbling down, that is. I'm sure you can do it. Good luck, youngster. Okay. So it looks like because we don't have to worry about, touchscreen controls, that's definitely going to be nice. But we need to be worried about the gray pieces in the wall, though. So let's definitely keep an eye out for rocks, because obviously that's the whole point of these mini-games. Although I think... Oh, here we go. We found something already. So let's try and get that out of the wall, whatever it is. Not sure what it is, though, to be completely honest, but there is another thing here. So we need to keep an eye out. Ooh, we hit one of the hard parts of the wall. We need to be careful about that, because that'll kind of end your timer, because the timer on top is where... Well, it's not really a timer, but it's basically how many times you can hit the wall until it completely caves in on you. But we did get something out of it. So we got a pretty stone box. The stone box started to shine. Okay. Well, it looks like it had the poison symbol, and we got a skunk tank. Huh. Actually, that's kind of an interesting one, because whenever I think of skunk tank, I think of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So that's actually a really nice one to get as my first one, just because that's another Pokemon game that I hold very fondly. So, cool. I'll take a skunk tank for sure. Thanks. Huh. Okay. So we got ourselves a little statue. Let's check out the question mark over here. Just because I'm curious. Oh! Hello! There is ways to... Oh, there is a Swablu down there. Okay. There is some interesting stuff in here, for sure. As well as, like, Psyduck and Shellos, but that was not... Oh my goodness, you're level 27. Let's get out of that fight. Definitely not the smartest thing to be in that fight, I think. But, let's see here. I'm just checking what's in here. I don't want to fight just anything. I want to check around just to see what kind of Pokemon, but Gastrodon this early in the game is, terrifying, actually. But, let's go check out the Swablu over here. Because I don't think Swablu normally spawns in Diamond and Pearl early at all. So that's kind of interesting. And that might actually be something we could use for a bit. Oh, wait a minute, it's flying type. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This could be really bad. The Dragon Breath's also bad, but we survived. So not the worst thing. But maybe Fury Cutter will do a decent amount. Yeah, it did decent. I was kind of hoping we'd dodge the next Dragon Breath, to be honest. But, oh, we're actually still going. Okay, cool. Let's go for another Fury Cutter then. And hopefully, yeah, basically halfway. and it's using Sing, so we're still up, so that's good. But we're definitely sleeping though, which I could have used Sing on the Swablu if I really thought about it. Probably would have been smart, but we do have a Great Ball, so maybe we can get lucky here with the little bit of HP that we... Nope. Yeah, I didn't think so. I might actually catch this though, just because Swablu would be kind of interesting. Because, well, one, Swablu is definitely a Pokemon I definitely use. I like Swablu and Altaria. But, for the time being, it would definitely be something nice to have for... just because of the fact that, you know, flying-type moves would definitely be nice to have because, well, grass-type Pokemon are something we do need to be worried about, as well as having a counter to other dragons could also come in handy. So, yeah, we can definitely use Swablu to our advantage. But, because the Swablu's not directly attacking me, I'm gonna see if we can get lucky. Nope. Tried. I definitely tried. But it's going for Sing again, so it's not just spamming Dragon Breath. So that's actually kind of good. Okay, we can get another Fury Cutter in. Whoa, okay. That was really close. But we did drop Swablu down to red, which means it's going to be a little bit easier. If we can get lucky with the Sing, it's 55% chance of hitting. And it did. Good. Okay, cool. So that makes our chances of catching the Swablu a little bit easier. And also one thing I like about the newer games is that they actually look asleep when you throw, like, sleep status on Pokemon. I always like that. That's always something I like. But because it is sleeping and it's in red, there should be, like, the best possible chance of catching it. Although, obviously, it's not 100%. And because it is a Swablu, it's going to have a lower chance of catching anyways. It's going to be basically like catching a legendary Pokemon with, well, with Pokeballs, obviously. But if we had a bunch of Great Balls, maybe, we'd have a better chance. But, yeah, it's definitely going to take a couple, just because that is kind of how Pokemon like Swablu work, is they have a little bit higher or lower catch rates for a reason because they're Dragon types. So, we do need to be careful when it comes to trying to catch it. But, because it is red, it shouldn't be too hard. It might take a bunch of Pokeballs, though. And I'm not sure if 30 is going to be enough, to be honest. Because, let's be honest here, Pokeballs are good, but the thing is if a Great Ball is way better than a Pokeball, and our one Great Ball didn't do too well. But, okay, we got 3. Did get pretty close, though. So, it definitely is possible to, you know, get it. Obviously, you can catch a legendary Pokemon in Pokeball, but, yeah, it's definitely very possible for us to get the 3 pretty early. But, because it's going to probably take a couple more, and obviously there's only so much I could say about catching this Swablu here unless we get lucky right here. I might do just a cut to get to when we finally do catch it. So with that being said, I'll be right back with you guys once I do get the Swablu. And we'll be making our way out of Grand Underground, and we'll probably be ending off today's episode shortly after that. So with that being said, I'll be right back with you guys, and I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Okay, now that I actually thought of a name for the Swablu, as well as we actually caught it, actually, I think I have a good name. And the reason why I want to name it Alice is actually a reference. It's for a name for a dragon fruit, which I think is pretty decent for a name for one because, well, it's a flying dragon, and, well, what do seeds for fruits / vegetables have to do? They have to fly through the sky, so I think Alice would be a decent name. So with that being said, Carmen got level 20 out of that, which is pretty good. I'm surprised Carmen was able to survive with the fact that Swablu is a flying dragon type. So, yeah, Carmen definitely did some good work for sure. But with that being said, yeah, definitely Alice is going to be our name. I feel like it's only fitting. Also, I'm definitely a fan of the whole Alice in Wonderland thing, so he's got a second meaning to it, so I think that also works. And with the fact that we did catch a rabbit, so technically we have 3 reasons there. So, yeah, Alice in Wonderland and the rabbit. So I guess that's another way of saying it. So if we mark this place here, does it stay like that for the rest? Well, it seems like it is. So if we go... Oh, we can actually see the map. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So now there's a way to actually pull it all the way up without having to just watch the top left. But it looks like there's multiple areas where we can come in from. So there seems like... Okay, so there's 5 sections to the Grand Underground, as well as a marker from 0 to 40. Not really sure what that means, but interesting, for sure. But let's go up from here. And there's one last thing I want to check, just because, well, obviously, first we have to come back up anyways. But let's see what the Underground Man has to say, and then we'll head back down, just to test something. Aha, I see that you've gone underground. Well done. Take these as a reward. You got a red sphere S, a blue sphere S, and a green sphere S. Thanks. There are apparently some Pokemon in the Grand Underground that can't normally find around here. Meeting a new Pokemon is 100 times more fun when it's a rare one. I'm pretty sure the Swablu we found is rare. I don't think that's something you just find. So, I have a feeling we could probably find Dratini in one of those areas too, just because, you know, water and Dratini definitely is something that mixes pretty well. Your road to being a spelunker has barely begun. If you want to know more, just come and visit me. Okay, well, see you later, Mr. Underground Man. But because I am quite curious, I want to go back down there. Because I want to see if, because we marked that area by going down there, does that mean it's going to be... Oh, well, no. Okay, I forgot that in the original they did have a online function, which was something I wanted to bring up too. I used to play hide and seek with the items that they give you, but I'm just going to go down there by myself, obviously. No reason to connect to the internet. Okay, so it does mark it, so that's interesting. We'll do one more of these little mining things real quick, just because I'm wondering if it's set to always be Skunk Tank or not. Oh, we found 2 things actually. Okay, let's use a small hammer so we don't waste any extra things here. And I think if we hit down the middle, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's smack that down. Okay, we got 2 things. We got an electric box as well as a blue sphere, I believe. It's basically the exact same thing as the guy gave us. But we definitely have one more of an item. Oh, yep, there it is. We got a giant thing. And I'm pretty sure that is a giant blue sphere. So we'll definitely take what we can get. And honestly, just like that, we actually did the whole thing. Everything was dug up. And that means we're done here. Without breaking the wall too. So we got a blue sphere S, and a blue sphere large, as well as an electric box. Okay, but it's a gorgeous stone box. What's the difference between a pretty stone box and a gorgeous one? Stone box started to shine. Okay. Ooh, it's different. Pachirisu statue shine appeared. Oh, cool. So there's normal ones as well as shiny ones. That must be pretty rare then. Because I don't think you just get a shiny emerald statue on your first try. No, not first try, but second try. So, interesting. I don't know what that does for me, but I did not know that was a thing you could do. And apparently we can save down here too, which is pretty nice. So, with that being said, thank y'all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be preparing to, well, obviously, actually, we can just go here, try exploring Turna City. Obviously, it seems like we're definitely going to be dealing with the Team Galactic grunts. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be trying to make the Galactic grunts leave Turna City for sure and run them out of town again. As well as hopefully save that bike guy for sure. That would definitely be something we should do as well. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.